Leo, there seems to be a mystery that surrounds your frequency at this moment in time. I can see that you're going into a deeper part of your own true nature. There seems to be something that is calling to you to remind you of your pathway, and it's an old voice, an old song, something that comes from the very deepest part of your nature. Welcome to the Arcana Veil. Let's have a look and see. We have the 5th house here. We are looking at fun and games, pleasure, play, casual sex, all of these things that seem to be related to the 5th house. A little bit of a, let's see, entrance. Interesting. You being enticed by someone. Is someone enticing you, Bear? Very much so. Looking at the nature of the ray, you are approaching a new idea. Is it going to be of a pleasurable nature? Is it going to be something that will give you a new direction? You don't know the energy of the outcome of this entrance, and yet you are meeting it with the power of the bear, the courage, the strength, that which is also Aries in a sense. You have that nature within you of that being part of where you're going. You seek that pathway. It is already there for you. You have cut through literally the mountain in order to go through that process. Is for some of you, this was in reverse, 2 of Cups here. It kind of went sideways, which means there's a little bit of something related to a relationship. It's basically like that. Something that feels a little bit uncertain to you, a mystery to you. We have Strength underneath the entrance card, which very powerfully suggests that you're definitely cutting through like you have been. We have the Queen of Cups. You know what's very interesting about the cave? That cave and the lion in itself. There is there's a High Priestess here. A few fell on the floor. I'll take this one, the Hermit, as well. And I'll put this away. There is a saying, and of course, I'm struggling to pick up the cards because of my sharp nails, but there was a mythology of a being called Mithras who had the head of a lion, and he cut through the mountain with a sickle and a hammer. And that was a symbolic Babylonian mythology of how Mithras basically went from one reality to the next reality to the next reality. And it was symbolized in that way on the murals, showing this being with a lion head and the serpent around. And that in itself is a mythological archetype of how the courage, the strength of the lion, that which is Leo in itself, can go through dimensions, literally, with strength, a lot of strength. And so in the nature of this read for you, the heavens are saying that you are seeking, literally you're cutting through a pathway, a passage that gives you the validation that you have been looking for. Clearly, 2 of Cups on the side here, it doesn't feel like it's fully really all there yet, but it doesn't mean that it's not. And in your nature, I can see that for some of you, you can literally just tip that thing over so it lands on its feet. But you know there are rules. And there's rules, Queen of Cups, in the nature of your heart, suggesting what you have to take care of first before you can actually essentially cut through those realities. With the High Priestess very powerfully initiating the sense of needing to receive the expression that you seek. This could be for some of you also a symbolic representation of how you are trying to create a new business, how you're starting something up, and you've done it so many times. You've literally, every time you started something, it went well, and then it suddenly didn't work. Over and over and over, you've now got to that point where you've become so proficient and successful in how to initiate these things that you do it really quickly. I hear chop chop. I'm not really nuts about that word chop chop, but anyway, the high priestess here and the hermit, very much the steeper psyche coming through in the moment you hold the space. The hermit holding the light in the right way through the heart. Queen of Cups. The underworld suggests that which needs to come out to the surface. Nine of Pentacles, very much unearthing a deeper well of sustainability, something that gives you the power, the financial support, the strength to bring it out so that you can actually tilt this over so it works for you. Let's see how you go about this. We have the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles over the Strength card. So you have the power. Again, you can see a repeat of the coin growing, getting bigger. Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles is like now close up to you. The strength of having to being able to pay, to go through that portal, to go through that doorway, to start that new business, to make that new decision, to set up that new idea, to set up that new friendship, to connect in that way. It's now in your hands to do so. As I've said before, within those that come to this channel, you will see the heavens as above, and you will see below that which is in the underworld, which will be used to mine and bring energy in for you to actually use. It is about alchemy, and you are an alchemist. We are looking at the Queen of Pentacles, very interesting, holding the cup and holding the coin here, both queens within the heart, the nature of the heart. You are very much presenting that which is of gold, that which is the power to establish that new path, that new job, that new company, that new thing that you are seeking to have, to embrace, to have be part of you. Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups here. The Queen of Pentacles is that which is an offering to the Queen of Cups, where that becomes then part of that fluid, that sacred milk or honey that is within that cup, that becomes the water of life for you. In other words, your financial abundance is part of how you are valued within yourself. We have the high underneath the High Priestess. We have the Eight of Pentacles here, and we have the Page of Pentacles. That didn't really want to come out so easily. So again, you've got money all the way through here in the underworld. Obviously, you're working to bring all of that up to the surface, and you are definitely focused on the pathway of establishing a new endeavor. So this could be for some of you starting a new business here. There's a lot of contemplation over how you're using it. I mean, literally, you can see the pathway of how it goes. There's definitely a way in bringing it across. I'm seeing multiple directions in which you will be going into. Let's see on the bridge here. It's pretty self-explanatory. We have the Nine of Cups here over the Knight of Cups, which essentially then topples that Two of Cups to its right side up, because of the enormity of the Nine of Cups, which is that much more. So you're doing a lot of emotional work along with mental work, which establishes the pathway to go through, very much like Mithras does. We have the Eight of Swords here, right there where the strength is. So even if you've believed, for some reason, You're a bit of a mystery to me in any case, because for some reason you seem to think that you don't have something. You don't have the ability, or you keep doubting yourself, or this is coming from the outside, that you're believing that you're not really that strong, when in actual fact it leads up in the heavens here that you're very strong. And you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is double the strength in terms of the ability to manifest things. So this here is a little bit of a wound that seems to come through here. We have the Ten of Wands here over the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. And you know you need to work on this. So I don't need to tell you. Clearly you know you need to work on that. We have the Four of Swords here. And clearly you do. You readjust. You go into a deeper focus on the spiritual pathway. You understand that when you go through realities, that they are formed within the nature of how you feel within yourself. And that is essentially to do with a lot of fire through the water of consciousness. You have the Two of Wands here, upright, Two of Wands, as opposed to Two of Cups on the side here. Definitely a time of reflection, a time of actually focusing on what it is that you need to experience. I don't know why they say wands when it's a coin, but she holds the moon in her right hand, and she has a wand in her left hand. So she uses her own magical abilities to set a new course in motion. You literally, whatever you decide, with the strength of the bear, it is always with you. You've got strength in so many places. This is the only area here within the ability to manifest and create things that you doubt yourself. But then it shows me Ten of Wands. You definitely know how to change that within yourself. So if you're a self-starter or a start-up in business or something like that, I'm hearing Kickstarter, then you've got the knack of it now. You know how to do that. So I hope this has given you some guidance and some affirmations as to what it was that you were looking for. Leo, this was your reading. Until next time.